Welcome back to the channel, DC fans. We have some really crazy news that we're going to talk about right now, and that involves Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Black Adam and what his future is going to look like in the DCU, because it doesn't look too good right now. Dwayne Johnson just posted on Twitter a big statement regarding his future as the character, so we're going to be talking about that statement and James Gunn's response, and also Zachary Levi as Shazam, whether or not he's going to be staying or not. So we've got a bunch of stuff to cover in today's video, so let's go ahead and start off with The Rock's statement. So he says, "My passionate friends, I wanted to give you a long-awaited Black Adam update regarding the character's future in the new DC universe. James Gunn and I connected, and Black Adam will not be in their first chapter of storytelling. However, DC and $7 have agreed to continue exploring the most valuable ways Black Adam can be utilized in future DC multiverse chapters. James and I have known each other for years and have always rooted for each other to succeed. It's no different now, and I will always root for DC and Marvel to win and win big. You guys know me, and I have very thick skin, and you can always count on me to be direct with my words. These decisions made by James and DC leadership represent their vision of DCU through their creative lens. After 15 years of relentless hard work to finally make Black Adam, I'm very proud of the film we delivered for fans worldwide. I will always look back on the fan reaction to Black Adam with tremendous gratitude, humility, and love. We did great. To my very passionate and vocal Black Adam superhero genre fans, I love you, thank you, and I will always listen to you and do my best to deliver and entertain you. What a hell of a month. Now we all need some Terramana. Have a productive week and happy holidays to you and your families, DJ." So basically what he said right there is that he is done as Black Adam. It looks like James Gunn and Peter Safran are going to be starting the DCU fresh, basically meaning a reboot, and Black Adam is just not going to be that main pillar character for the DCU going forward, which makes sense because we know that Warner Brothers wants DC Studios to really focus on their most popular characters like Batman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Superman, all of the big names. They really want to focus on those characters and not kind of gamble their money on characters like Black Adam. Now, I'm someone that did enjoy that Black Adam movie. I don't think it was an amazing film by any means. I gave it a 7 out of 10, but that is a big decision, like leaving The Rock, one of the biggest movie stars of all time, out of future projects is a huge decision by James Gunn. And can you just imagine how this meeting went? Just imagine The Rock, this huge dude comes in and sits with James Gunn. He's probably already pissed off because he fought for years for Henry Cavill to come back as Superman, and then he comes back, and then 2 months later, he's gone again, and The Rock was probably thinking oh boy, if Henry's gone as Superman, I'm probably next. So this situation just gets really messy. It's kind of disappointing too, because I like The Rock as Black Adam, and I love Henry Cavill as Superman, but it looks like that hard reboot is just inevitable, and both actors will not be returning. Now let's look at James Gunn's response to The Rock's post. So James Gunn says, "Love at The Rock, and I'm always excited to see what he and $7 do next. Can't wait to collaborate soon." He also responded to a tweet saying, "Are you open to producing any Elseworlds DC projects that aren't set in the main DCU?" And James said that is actually happening. So this definitely thickens the plot a little bit. He's saying that they're going to be having Elseworlds stories, which could mean we see Black Adam or other characters from the Snyderverse, who knows? But most likely what he means is that he's talking about the Matt Reeves Batman universe and the Joker movie universe. Technically those are going to be Elseworlds. They will not be part of the main DCU, and that could also mean video games, comics, literally whatever else DC Comics related. So I would not take that comment as oh yeah, he could continue Snyderverse movies on the side. I don't think that's what he meant at all. I could be wrong, but I'm 99% sure I'm right here. So he's basically confirming The Rock is out, which I like how James Gunn is coming out and tweeting and letting everyone know this is official, this is not. It really just helps clarify everything that's happening, because there's so many news and rumors flying around right now. But one thing I wanted to go back on in The Rock's statement was that he randomly brought up Marvel for whatever reason. Yes, he wants DC and Marvel and comic book movies to win at the box office to make money so that they can continue to make them, and it's good business, of course, especially for the studios. But he keeps bringing up Marvel a lot lately, and I wouldn't be surprised if you saw him in an MCU movie in the future. I think there's a ton of characters that he could play, and I think he's subtly hinting to Kevin Feige hey, give me a call, especially now that he's out as Black Adam. He could definitely just join the MCU as a character, and I'd be down for that. I think think Kevin Feige would do him right, give him a cool character that he likes. Like, can you imagine The Rock playing an actual rock as the Thing in Fantastic Four? I think that would be hilarious, and I think it would actually work really well too. They could be coming up with their superhero names like Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, the Human Torch, and then Johnny could make a joke and be like, why don't we just call you The Rock? And then Dwayne playing the Thing could respond with, oh, someone already took that name. Please make this happen. But I do find it a little bit strange that he just brings up Marvel here, and then he was talking about Captain America's box office last week. I think the man secretly wants to join Marvel, especially because he probably has a bad taste in his mouth right now regarding DC and Warner Brothers. Like I said, he fought for Henry Cavill to come back, then Henry Cavill's out, then he was wanting to make Black Adam for 15 years, it finally comes out, it doesn't do that well, and then they just can him too. He's probably not the happiest guy right now when it comes to Warner and DC. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in this video is Zachary Levi as Shazam, because it looks like everyone else from the Snyderverse is getting recast and fired, but something interesting with Zachary Levi is he's actually friends with James Gunn, so to fire him or recast him or whatever would be a little bit more messy considering they are friends in real life. Zachary Levi was actually at a Comic-Con last week and someone asked him about this, and he said, man, I hope I don't get recast because I'm friends with James, and you know, if he wants to recast me, I don't think we're going to be friends much longer. Now, Zachary Levi in real life is a pretty comedic person, so maybe he was joking, maybe he was serious. I think it was a little bit of both, but if James Gunn gets rid of him, which in my opinion is pretty much perfect casting, that would be a big mistake, especially because the Shazam movies haven't been super immersed in the Snyderverse, so you could easily just bring him over to the main DCU now. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at the tweet. So somebody on Twitter said, I want this not to be true because his Shazam is the one thing in the DCEU I would absolutely throw hands for to protect. Then they said that Zachary Levi is perfection. Now, I definitely agree with that. I think he's a fantastic Shazam, and I don't think he should be recast. And Zachary Levi doesn't think so also. He responded and said, ooh, I really wouldn't go believing everything you see on the internet. I'm Gucci, Ash, we all Gucci. Meaning that he is not getting fired and he will continue playing Shazam. Now, that is amazing. Like I said, I really like him as Shazam and I don't want to see him go anywhere, but something weird is that James Gunn has not confirmed this, and James Gunn has been going around debunking stuff and confirming things that are true. For example, The Rock's tweet that we just talked about, James Gunn confirmed that. He confirmed the Henry Cavill departure, but for Zachary Levi as Shazam, James Gunn hasn't said anything, so maybe he is getting recast. We don't really know right now. Like, obviously I hope he doesn't get recast, but the fact that James Gunn hasn't said anything about his friend is a little bit alarming. Like, maybe Zachary Levi is just saying that right now because he does not want to get recast, and maybe James Gunn hasn't told him that he was going to. We don't really know right now, but according to Zachary Levi, he's under the impression that he is safe, he's good. I don't really know though, guys. I think if they're gonna do the hard reboot, which it looks like they will, I think he will probably be gone, along with The Rock and Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot and Ben Affleck and Ezra Miller and Amber Heard and Jason Momoa, because it looks like he might be Lobo. Pretty much everybody is gonna be gone, but I think the big news right now is that Black Adam is not gonna be getting a sequel, and Dwayne Johnson is most likely never going to be playing Black Adam again. Like, yes, they could do a multiverse story, an Elseworld story or something, but I don't think he's gonna want to do it. Like I said, I don't think he has a good taste in his mouth right now regarding this company. Yes, that could change in the future, but I think as of right now, he's just really pissed off. But if we ever do see his Black Adam, it's gonna be like, you know, 8, 9, 10 years in the future. Maybe there's a multiverse story and Snyderverse characters come back, like Henry Cavill's Superman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, Ben Affleck's Batman. I think that would be really cool, but once again, I don't think those actors are really going to want to come back and play those characters because of how this whole thing has been handled, but I could be wrong. But anyways, guys, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about all of this. Like, this is big news, and it seems like us as DC fans, we're getting bad news pretty much every single day at this point. I'm hoping we get some good news, like maybe we get that Phase 1 film slate released by James Gunn soon, maybe some casting updates for like Batman and Superman. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, we're in the middle of a pretty messy transition phase for DC films right now, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is not going to be a part of the DCU anymore. This is crazy. Let me know what you guys think about all of this down below in the comments, and do you think a lot of these actors are maybe even going to jump ship and go over to Marvel Studios, because that's what a lot of people seem to be thinking right now, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So guys, that is the end end of the video. If you guys are new to the channel, I post Marvel and DC content pretty much daily, so subscribe if you want to see more. Other than that though, I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video.